Hola a todos. Good afternoon. Oh, we'll wait for everyone to connect on. I came in a bit earlier to see if this thing will work. We're here in Cangas de Morrazo. Tiernan's here too.
Hi everyone.
And Angie's in the background. Can you see the image? Can you see us? Can you see our image there? How's that working? Angie's doing our testing in the background to see if it goes. Hi, Catherine. Good. I can see the chat even as well.
Hi, Catherine.
So we're using an app called Prism through YouTube, and I want to test it out and see if it works. You got my sunglasses on because the sun's really coming right down on us. It's a beautiful day. So that's great. You joined in. Let us know if the audio is okay. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
You can be our guinea pig, Catherine. How's the audio? I know the delay. There's a delay in this chat here for this.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay.
Hi, everyone else that's just logged in. Say hi where you're coming from. And we'll see how the connection is. Usually it goes a little bit blurry at first and then comes in. Good. Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
So it's great to see you through a new platform here, YouTube, through our own channel. We're excited to do all the testing here and to show you a little bit about an episode we wanted to do for Hego. And then now we're doing it for Eat and Walkabout. So our channel there through YouTube, which is great. Hoping that the new technology will work okay throughout. If anything gets a little bit blurry, if audio goes out, remember, just let us know. Because this is a test trial run, and as well, we're going to do explain to you all about where we are.
Hi, Erin.
Hi. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Angie's looking in the background there and seeing how it looks on the phone, too, at the same time. So that's great to see you all. You can see we're right at the port. This is the old part of the port here in Cangas de Morrazo, where we live. A little fishing village on the beautiful Rías Baixas coastline. And I've done tours here with me. I don't know if any of you have been with us. Our first tour in Hego, we did Cangas, no, Tiernan?
Yeah, we went through the trails there that we have next to where we live.
And we did the market.
And we also did the market, the city center of, well, the village, the town center of Cangas. And the old quarter as well.
We'll have to do it again. But now we're going to focus on this rugged coast part here, all about an important family that came from Catalonia. So first of all, we'll give our intro as usual. So if it's your first time with us, my name's Sean.
And my name's Tiernan.
We're a father and son duo of guides here, gastronomic guides throughout Galicia. I'm originally from Vancouver, Canada, but lived here in Galicia for over 30 years. And Tiernan can tell you a little bit about him.
I was born in Vancouver, Canada as well, but I grew up here in Galicia in this fishing village called Cangas, which is right next to the largest city in Galicia, Vigo. It's right across the bay, right next to Cangas.
We'll show them views.
You can even get the ferry. It's a 20-minute ride and you get to Vigo. So yeah, it's right next to the largest city of Galicia.
So the father and son team is still continuing with live streaming, but now through our Eat and Walkabout. Hi Tish, good to see you. Now we're gonna focus around a little bit here. We'll walk you up here. I'm gonna get my glasses on because the sun's strong. So everyone was out on the beach today because it was such a sunny day here. I'm gonna turn around, watch my finger here. See how I turn this around. Now, everyone can see that all right. Thumbs up if you can see okay this angle now. Now here is the cannery, the big fabrica, the antigua fabrica of the Masso family. I'm going to get it out of the light there because it's a strong light here, and I'm going to focus on the boats first. So who was the Masso family? The Masso family were originally from the Costa Brava region of Catalonia, and they came all the way here in search for an area rich in especially sardines, and all cockles, and all canned seafood, because they were experts, first of all, in salting fish. So they came here, Salvador Massó came here in 1816, and he first of all installed in a village called Bueu, B-U-E-U. And it's right on the same peninsula here where we are, the Peninsula of O Morrazo. And then they eventually got bigger and bigger, the company of Massó, and his sons, Gaspar Massó, in Salvador as well, they started to make a big cannery here in Cangas, where we live. So we're in Cangas de Morrazo, everyone. It's the Rías Baixas of Galicia, northwestern Spain. Yeah, the views are nice, aren't they, and gorgeous? Picture's perfect, great, I'm good to hear. If I don't see your comments, it's because the sun's strong on my eyes and there's a little bit of a delay. I'm gonna go nice and slow. So you see all the small fishing boats still tied in, they'll go out there and do their normal fishing. And so the company, they opened up this big cannery here in 1942. And it was one of the most important Galician canneries of the area between the 19th and 20th centuries. People will come here all the way from Vigo, from other parts of Europe, from France, for all their great canning, gourmet canned food. And then eventually in 1990, after a few spells where it was good in business, and after the Civil War it was going down a bit. Because I don't know if you heard, in 1980s, there was a thing called there was a lead, not a lead poisoning, but it was a poisoning of a bad batch of rapeseed oil. And it was in the can, that was what they used in the canned seafood before. And these people got poisoned here in Spain. Not here in this village, but in Spain. So that really hit the cannery industry in all of Spain. And everyone just stopped eating any conserved canned food. And it was a shame. So this company went under. In 1996, even the Galician government tried to bring it back in the 1990s and put some investment into it, being such an important historic company. And then it's been abandoned there since now. It's a shame, isn't it? Look at the building. I have industrial architecture. It's beautiful. I haven't tried any zooms on this yet, so we will in a bit. But the whole building there is waiting to see what it's going to be turned into. When you believe what happened, in 2009, they had a project, and I think it was a bank involved here and the town council, and they wanted to make it into a mega yacht club right here. See where all this is here? Right here. And they wanted to make it into a big yacht club, and they wanted to fill everything in here with cement, so that would kill this whole system here, this whole crustaceans that live here, and the people of the village, because they're all fishermen here. They were just so mad. So they ended up stopping all the big tractors, pitchfork, they protest, and the project didn't go through, because they were going to make the mega yacht plus all beautiful luxury apartments. So now they're waiting for something more sustainable, another project, but that was 2009, and everything hasn't gone through yet, so they're still waiting to see what they can do with this building. It's a shame, because in the village it could be maybe a museum, yeah, apartments, but not the mega yacht. $100,000 inhabitants. Where I am here, we are in Cangas on this side. There's about 26,800 that live here in this village. It's really an extension of the city. And there's a frozen fish company here called Frigoríficos do Morrazo. That really helped to employ people after the closing of the cannery of Masso. A lot of people work for the frozen fish company in the 80s. And they did a lot for the village for sports. They sponsor a team here, our handball team. So they go up to the big seas there and do all their fishing. There's our beautiful beach of Rodeira, our village of Cangas. And Angie did a walk and talk along there. I don't know if any of you joined us. Get your postcards here. I don't know if you guys installed the app to do some postcards. I heard there was the Bay of Vigo. Isn't that beautiful, everyone? We've got little fish, sardines. You get needlefish as well, they used to can. Cockles, octopus, mussels. And there's still a few canneries alive in the area. And now it's a real artisan way of doing it, very small production. So let's move closer. If anyone has any questions, go right ahead. Now they made a beautiful like Art Deco building, isn't it? You see the tower there? You'll see right at the top it says it has their Now inside here there's still all the machines waiting to see what they can do. They're all just abandoned. They had to put on these panelings here a few years back because the glass was all falling out, and people use this whole area for walking, because the whole area that we are, I'm kind of scared to share photos in this app because I've heard things about it blocking off for copyright things, but Tiernan's got some in his phone, so we'll try and show you that way, the old-fashioned way. And I can show you this whole peninsula that we're on was actually 20 hectares that they own, the family. And now it's just used for public use, for the beautiful walkway, and it goes right to a nice beach that we're going to walk right to and get the sunset. You see the details there, everyone? Now in this app, we can't do story mode. We can't do it that way because it'll cut off. So we're trying some new things, aren't we? Look, and they've got the boat here. Beautiful industrial architecture, isn't it? We'll see what it's going to be destined to. But this was a whole world for people that lived here. You believe that at its peak it employed 2,000 people on this peninsula. 2,000 people had a job in this little village and area between Bueu and Cangas. And that building over there, which was used by squatters for a while, now no. You can see all the painting on it. And that was the nursery, because all the women that worked here, because there was more women than men, and they used to work inside the cannery because they say the women were better with their hands, more delicate. They wouldn't plaster all the meat, they wouldn't squish all the meat. So it was more women than men working inside. The men were out fishing. So that was a nursery. That's where all the babies were. You can even show here. Tira, pull up your photos there.
Yeah. Here I have photos.
Let's pull in all the... Show me here where the... I'm just going to pull up a photo. Let's see if everyone can see it. Now, here we've got... Can everyone see that? I think it's flickering a little bit. Hold it straighter. There we go. That was a nursery. See, it's all the little cribs there and everything.
It's black and white photos. It's hard to see this one.
This is the old photos. Everyone got that? We're going to go out of the sun because I think it's making it do that. Yeah, meat squishes the men. No, Tish. Yeah, that would be me. I wouldn't be the one to be holding all these small little fillets and deboning them and all that. No, it's continuing. Everyone's coming after the beach here. I'm going to go around them. And let's get in the shade here better, then we can show them more angles. So here, what they fish for around here now, those small boats, they'll put their traps out for octopus, and then they'll even get all the small velvet crab. Here you can see inside, let's see if we can focus in a bit, see if it doesn't flicker there. Hold up to the camera, Tina. Let's see, I think it still flickers. It's something to do with light. Can you guys see that? You can see what look like inside. There's a line, and they used to call them the white doves. The doves, because they all look like doves, didn't they? The palomas blancas. And they're all in there, in a row there. And all the delicate work, thanks to them. And then even here, you can see, yeah, just show that one straight up, like that. Here's their whole uniforms there and everything. That's strange how it does that. Can you see those lines that go through?
Yeah, it's flickering.
There we go. Well, you get an idea of what it looks like. Later I'm going to see how we can do sharing through this, because it is a way, but like I say, I didn't want to risk it and it cut off the connection. So look, and we got a nice sandy beach down here too. I'll show you a few more photos after. So you can see the paneling now, because all the glass was falling down, so they did that to protect, because everyone comes for their, especially Sunday, like now, Sunday walks. There's the Masso Tower again. You can see that all the way to Vigo. And they used to come from France, from all over, were in the canning industry, the important companies, and they would come all the way over here to Cangas to buy all the canned seafood. So now we're walking along our promenade here. This is all built up nice just so people can enjoy it. It used to be all dirt when we first came here, because we used to live in Vigo, and we've been here now for almost 20 years in Cangas. But this was all dirt before. Now it's great having a walkway, and look at these views. Yeah, it's a great building, isn't it, Tish? Really, it's going to be nice to see what they do with it. What they do with it, that's what we're waiting for. I think part of a museum, they were saying there is a museum of the Masso family in Bueu, and they have a really good museum, when they have their machines that they had there, and all the different logos and everything that they had for the canning. I can even show you their logo here, the label, what it used to look like. The labels here, they're quite nice. Here was one of their promotional things. You can see there's one of their promo type things there with their cans, Hermanos Masso. And there was another one there, Tiernan, show them. That one there. Let's see if it comes out. You let me know if you guys see it flickering or if you can't even get a shot of it. Because that's strange how this phone, the phone, it does that. See, it says Masso Hermanos. There we go. So there's all the docks they used to bring everything in and bring it all in here. Lots of action. I even talked to some of the older guys in this village. Even a taxi driver, a friend of mine, he used to say we didn't go to the park when we lived here in Cangas when we were younger. We used to go down to the docks of Masso and watch them bring in all the fish and all the steamboats over the bay here of Vigo. And even from the 50s to the 1985, they did a whaling too. There was whaling because there was a beluga whale route that went behind the Theas Islands, these islands off the coast here, the Theas. And they used to catch the big whales. Of course, in 1985, there was an agreement with Greenpeace, and that banned all the fishing so far. Oh, it's great to see the picture even with this drive. Yeah, we'll get that sorted out, Aaron, and I'm going to do sharing to this because I know I can load it in here. But again, I want to make sure with the copyright things, this is the first one, so we want to make sure it didn't cut off. And so now we got a nice park here that they made up. See, they put in planted in trees, a little park. They even had a hotel here. They had residencies for the people, so in these 20 acres, you can even see an aerial view. There's an aerial view of the whole area that we're going to show you here. Here, so you can see amongst the flickers. And those are all the mussel beds out on the bay there, but that's where we are. That's their whole property. Quite large, isn't it? Now, we're going to go right, oh, there's a nice sailboat sailing. This is a bay for lots of sailing. It's good for all water sports. Can't go wrong. Let's go right up to the water here. So then they have a part right at the end here where they have is still where they had salting too, so a few buildings. And then it turns into the beach area here, because that's the main attraction that everyone comes to this part of the peninsula here. This is called Punta Balea. Balea because it used to be where the bayonera, where there was the whales and everything, and that's what it's known as, this whole area, Punta Balea. So everyone taking a nice Sunday stroll with us. Afterwards, what Andrew and I are going to do, we're going to do another testing on here, and I'm going to do stream through YouTube and Facebook, or Facebook channel at the same time. Look at those nice views. And here now the sun's gone down. I'll let you get this first. See, there's a fishing boat going out there. Looks like an octopus boat. They usually have the traps in the back. I'm going to try and zoom everyone, so hold on. Can you see that a bit closer? How does that look? I know, I think it clicks out a little bit. Let me know if you can hear me. There's one of the fishing boats. How is it, pixeled or good? And we've got a sailboat coming in there as well. So you can see a little bit closer. Now I'm going to zoom out again. There we go. Testing, testing. Now I'm going to turn around the camera again so you can get another angle of the factory. This is all our little village here, dedicated to in-bay fishing. Then we got the Frozen Fish Company, tourism as well here. So a lot of people come here to enjoy the beaches. Now here's the whole garden now with the Masso building. Fábrica de Masso. I'm going to stay on that for a bit so you can get a few of your postcards through Chrome. And now we'll continue on. Shame about the graffiti, but that happens everywhere, doesn't it? Now we're going to go right up here to where there's this smokestack too, because you used to smoke the fish too, of course. Yeah, so the whaling dock, we're going to get that right over here. It's another whole dock, so they've got a couple docks throughout here. Now dog walking, lots of dog walking here. Our little guy Sparky loves this park. Let's see if we can get the stack. I don't want to run into all these people here, so I'm going to put it up a bit. And you can see the big smokestack to smoke it all. All the smoked sardines. And they usually do it in an oil base. So now after what happened with the rapeseed oil that I told you about there. There was a big poisoning in the 1980s. People just stopped totally eating canned food. But then later on now, of course, it's all with extra virgin olive oil. All done in olive oil. So no problem with any of that. But now in Spain, in general, to use rapeseed oil, no one uses it. It's like taboo here. Because of all that, because of the poison that people went through. We've got some colorful little planters here too. And there's a little chiringuito de la playa. And you can come here and have a nice cold. Yeah, look at that nice design on there. Street art, that's better, isn't it? With the whale behind. That's nice. Now, we'll continue with our views along here. If anyone has any questions while we're going, go right ahead, we're here. Although the delay of the chat. And now here, what I wanted to show you, when this protest went on in 2009, they painted that on this part of the building. This is the building where they had all the nets stored. It says Porto Non. There's a photo there at here. I can show you. You can see what it looked like before. Well, that means in Galician language, no port, so no nautical port. They had the tractors there, and they were going to get right into it. Oh, there's no flickering here now, is there? No, you can see that. They all got out on their boats.
Let me see. Protest.
The sun that was making it flicker before. So Cangas is a good place for families to enjoy biking around here. And now you can see perros, dogs. This is the dog beach here, so you can bring them to this nice little beach here. Oh, I'm happy it was a clear day today for your views, because yesterday there was a little bit of haze and fog. Thumbs up if the image is good. And I'm going to take it nice and slow to get used to this. So you get a lot of velvet crab here. You know, they're nippy little things. You put your finger in there and they'll clip right into you. But that's one of the main reasons why they didn't want to fill all this in and make a yacht club, because it would kill all these crustaceans. And it's the lifeblood for all the marineros, all the fishermen of this village of Cangas. So you see that other dock there? We're going to walk right up to there. So I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. We've got some eucalyptus trees that were planted in here. It's just a huge peninsula that juts out. Is the lowest tide, does the high get quite high? Well, it'll still come up all the way over here. I mean, it'll cover this whole beach. So it'll get high. It's quite low right now, yes. You can see all the rocks out there. It's all granite. It's great having the granite rocks here because the beaches are so soft. The sand's soft, you see. We're going to get onto a beach along here, so stay with us. The sun's gradually coming down. The lighting's going to get nice, so it'll be even better for your pictures. See, there's all the eucalyptus trees brought from Australia. A nice weed that doesn't help with anything, but they still use it for something to make the pliable. Coming out there in the bay, because there's quite a few of them. I don't know if you did the tour with us of Moaña, which is another neighboring village to Cangas, and we did all the mussel beds, telling you all about them, what they are, the bateas. Now here, I'm going to gradually get right up to this part of the port, but it's great how they have the railing. Before there was no railing, so people were worried with their kids when they were on their bikes. But look at these views now, ladies and gentlemen, of all of Vigo, the city of Vigo there in our beautiful bay. We did a tour, we crossed over by ferry boat, because you can cross right over to Vigo. And we did as well in Vigo. I'm going to zoom in again, everyone. How's the image there? Beautiful sailboat. This is an area for excellent sailing to the islands. The sea is islands, a nature park. And all the way to the end of this bay here, we'll see a spectacular bridge, suspension bridge called the Randy Bridge. That commemorates the Battle of Randy that I talked about as well on my tours. Zoom works great, good. It's not pixel at all, Aaron. That'd be nice if you get some of that feedback, but if it looks good, that's great. It's a 2x zoom. So if the zoom goes nice, that's good. You can see right over there, that's the bridge that will connect and how you would go over to Vigo. See right there? From the Peninsula of O Morrazo where we are. I'm going to zoom out again. There we go. Now we will continue our walk. I'm going to go right around these people here. No pixelations. Thank you, Aaron. Really helpful, all of you that have come on this tour now to give us feedback as we are doing our new tours. Look at this nice trail coming through here. You can come right through the woods. There's some pine as well. And all the little doggies. They just love it. And a big doggy. Now we will go right around here and come through the trees and get to the whaling part. So that's all of Vigo on the other side there. So we get beautiful views all the time of the city. The largest fishing port in the world. And we've got the beaches that go at the end, right where we're focusing in there with the sailboats way over there. That's where the Samil beach is, on that side of the bay. Here we have about 38 beaches in the town council of Cangas, and 8 of them, I think, are blue flag, which means for the quality of water and everything. We're going to see one of them now, where we're going to get to. Yeah, it's already been 28 minutes, everyone. Wow. And it hasn't cut off. Good sign. I'm going to try turning around the screen again so you can see us here. There we are. And Angie's in the back. She's checking our visuals as well as we're walking. So it's nice trying to figure this out all together. Family business. So, family streaming. So the whole bay is about 35 kilometers in length. At its widest, it's about 16 kilometers. And then from where the ferry goes from port to port, from Cangas over to Vigo, it's about 11 kilometers. And it only takes 20 minutes. But you could do that in nothing. If you put the motorboat on there, you can get over 6-7 minutes. Here's some more nice views as we go along of all the rocky outcrops, all the granite, and our village. Now, Cangas, the name, is actually a Celtic name for Cambica, which means a curve, because you can see it's shaped like a curve. And Morrazo means rocky outcrop, so it means the wood curve of the rocky outcrop, this whole area, because the Celts grew up in these hills. You probably heard me say that if you've been on one of our tours before. We went up to the hills way up there, way up here. We've been up there. There's hill forts all throughout here. So we've done that too. And we're going to try and do that again, not to have to get up to the hill forts. Now we'll come around here in the sun a bit. And Angie's even brought a few gourmet canned fish, seafood that we're going to show you the cans and labels, because there's still a company that's in Bueu now, but they were here in Cangas for a while, and we're going to show you their labels and cans. So you can even buy it online too, so there's something for you if you like your gourmet can. There's a few people coming. I'm going to just focus in over here. Give it a second. I'm going to turn the camera around to me, so then it doesn't bother the people walking by me. So look at that nice sun shining on me. I'm already got burnt as usual. And tan. Scottish and Canadian tan. Now, we're coming right up to the part where it used to be the whaling, where they used to do all, bring in the whales here, but again, that was closed in 1985. Now it's all fenced off here, because the young ones like to go in there, and there was a swing as well. So that's the part of the old factory. We're going to see it better when we go over here. I'm not going to show you that side. We'll see if we can do the museum of the Masso family in Bueu. Nice little museum that shows all the history. Came in 1816. Why'd they come? Because in the Catalonia there's nothing. So they decided to come here. Companies. Palacio Oriente is another one. It's still there. It's actually over on this side now. Now look at this image here with that boat. Well, they used to bring all the whales in. The last few minutes there was buffer on yet, and probably because the way we were going through there. Let me know now if it comes clear, because we're coming to the end. There might be a signal issue at this part. Thank you, Carolyn, for letting me know. I was walking a bit faster too. I'm going to stop here so you can actually see where we've come along. It's hard because we don't have a signal now of the strength in the app that we work with now. Right now it's okay, good, thank you. So you can imagine without the graffiti, that's where they used to bring in everything. And where we came from is right over there, you can see. So you can see how far it is to even get into the village from here. And now I'm going to keep going to the end. If it does get a little bit rocky, the connection, let me know. This is the other part of the dock here. So they had all these docks. They had 1, 2, 3 different docks they had. Quite a big operation. We got lots of wild birds here as well, gulls, all different types, and the cormorants that come in. So it's a very seafaring area. A nice fresh breeze that comes in, and now today, no wind at all, which is great. Now this building over here was where they had salting at first. See, that's still to be seen what they're going to do for that. A promenade park. Let's see if we can go. Now you'll be able to get glimpses of the mouth of the bay here. And our lighthouse is in the middle there, marking the center. Oh, nice lighting. So we've got another nice little beach here, rocky beaches. How's the image, everyone? Go nice and slow. Because as we go farther out to the point, which is beautiful, the antennas might have used. There, over there, that last little glimpse over here, that's all the sea is islands, right over top of that outcrop there. We're gonna go a bit closer and see if you can see. Now we're gonna walk against the sun a bit, so I'll turn it around. And we can, image is good, great. So what we're going to be doing coming up, what I wanted to explain to you who's still there, is that we're going to be doing an event. We're going to go to a festival where Angie's parents are from, and they're famous for the lamprey eel. Well, it's called a lamprey because it's this type of eel, and their wines called the Condado wines. which are from the Rias Baixas that place. So we'll be doing that on the 30th of April. So you can see that on our calendar there scheduled. That'll be interesting to see a fiesta gallega. Again. So we do plan to bring a few different live streams in. Again, this was to show you all about Masso. You can see the potential of this whole area here. If they do it in the right way for tourism of the village. And to make a museum even. So they got their other dock here too. Is that 4, the one at the back? All different views. Now we can be able to see the building here. We'll turn around. Oh, more than welcome. Thank you as well for persistence. We enjoy doing it, so that's why we think it's great bringing the travel in the future, if not as well, to travel with us virtually and discover new areas. And imagine being here with us. Look at those nice views. Here's another nice little beach here. We get around to one of my favorite ones called Area Milla. Angie, show them here. See, there's some in the bag there. Show them the bag. You can go around. Here's a good spot right here to show them. My favorite one's called Area Milla. So Angie, show the name of the company. The other one is called Lago Paganini. Now they are in Bueu, and they used to be here in Cangas. So that's one that they make. It's sardinas from the Rias Gallegas. So they're from this bay in olive oil. So you can look them up because you can buy online. And then here's another one here, Tamborinas with the Rias Gallegas, and they put it with a vieira sauce. So tamborinas are small baby clams, and scallops. And then we've got the bigger scallop sauce there, vieira sauce. Nice packaging, isn't it? Now we got another one that's the mussels, the mejillones, and it's pickled mussels, and then with olive oil. So there we go. That's from the company here. You can see there. So this is the option here for people in Cangas when they want to get some good quality canned gourmet. It's Lago Paganini. They have a shop here too. It's also known as Balea. So the bag there. It's a nice bag, good presentation there. So there we go. Now you've seen an option for can. Look up their website there. See, there's their website. You can take a look. We're going to actually do how to plate them at home one day. Angie and I know. We're going to have to show them how to do an aperitif there. We can make all the, how they plate them. You put even with a little bit of, even flowers, and put a little vinegar and do nice plating. So it's like a pre-appetizer with the wine. So now we'll continue around to the site here where we get to the nice beach and you get views of the Sias Islands on the other side there. I wonder what happens in YouTube when you go over time. My schedule, I don't think you have an ending time, so there we go. So far, so good. Oh, that was why, yes, probably. Because Angie's got it on at the same time. Yeah, so that's Lago Paganini. Whoever didn't hear that. You can take a look if you want to even see. I know that they do ship overseas. And during the pandemic, what Angie and I did is we spoke with them and we got a whole bunch of their sardines, and we actually did an empanada pie at our home, and we made it with the sardines. That was loads of fun. Now, we'll see more little boats here as we go around. The echo gone now, Aaron? Now here, take my step nice and easy. Yeah, and Tina and I both have mics on, so maybe that you could hear from her phone. You could hear from her phone also, yeah. Yeah, we were testing at the same time. We wanted to make sure it gets through to you guys and to see how it goes. All gone, good. So now we even have a few properties right down here. You can't build this close to the coast anymore, so privileged people to have a house right here. They've got the road right down. A lot of them use it for their summer houses. And then we've got the nice boats here, even that they pull them out when it's high tide. There's a nice shop for you here. This is one I've taken photos of many times. Get down low, as they would say, to take photos. No. Look at the sand here. We're going to get right on the beach now coming up. You can see the whole property there. We're seeing the back side of it now. So it'll be really nice. Oh, good job. Thank you, Carol. We want to get this down pat before we get to the fiestas, the festivals, and make sure that the here people will come in their campers, because like I've explained, a lot of these properties like this one here, you see how it doesn't have a house, it's all over of land like that where they can't build on. They bring their camper in, a trailer, and they just have even a pool set up in the corner, and they'll come here every year from all different parts of Spain even. A lot of people from Madrid come to this village and from other parts of Galicia. And here, not as only fishing, but there's rowing in this bay here, there's the kayaking. Lots of sports on the bay too. We saw the sailing too. So now we're coming right to the point of Punta Balea. This walk we do on one of our in-person tours. So you see here over on the other side where Vigo is, we're over there. You zoom in. There's a cruise ship port over there. There was a cruise ship in today. Well, what we offer is a tour to take them out of the city and bring them over here to Cangas, and we go along this coastal walk, and then we have some nice tapas together here. Seafood and some of the cheeses. So a good way to take a nice, it's a 5 hour, or 5 kilometer, not 5 hour. 5 hours, no, it's only a 5 kilometer trail. It's about an hour and 15, an hour and a half, depending on how fast we go. And we come right along this nice trail. So they get views, they get a little exercise, and then I get feed their bellies and with nice Albarino wine to wash it all down. Again, you can tell I'm a foodie. We like our food tours. We're even going to start trying bringing out our drone, no, Tiernan?
Yeah, we have to test it as well.
Because now with this DJI drone, you can do live streaming on drone for like, it'd be under half-hour tours, but that would be neat. We have to do it in certain zones that are fly, green fly. Yes, Aaron, it is a lovely local trip. And it shows a little bit outside what the villages used to be like in the olden times here. And we go to the market. So we're always trying to do sustainable, slow food tours, being part of the Slow Food Network. So that's what we try and show people when they come, apart from our virtual tours. Now we can see we have a little lagoon here. It's a rain-made lagoon right behind, so we get birds that come in here, ducks and all that. Now we're going to go right around this corner and we're going to say our goodbyes around the corner. But then if you guys could connect on either here or in our Facebook group. Have you seen our Facebook group there? I don't know if anyone share a link in there. We have our Facebook group. It's the EW Food Wanderers. And if you're not a member, you can request. But what we're going to do is we're going to stream directly through that and to here in YouTube and see how that goes. See if the connection can take it. And that's going to be after. We're going to show the sunset. So we'll take a little 10-15 minute break And then it's the other trip that you'll see there, the other live stream of a walk and talk with Sean and Angie on the beach of Cangas. Look at these beautiful views here now, because the time of day, the lighting is great, how it shines through the shadows. Oh, it's a real paradise on this side, and we're lucky we got sun. We're south facing, so it's much better. We don't get the northern winds, whereas Vigo gets more of the colder weather. And even Bueu on the other side, because Bueu is a village right on the other side in the next bay of Pontevedra. But here in Cangas, it's a paradise because we get all the southerly warmth. But we do get Atlantic storms too. So just 1 minute over, but I see the connection still goes. Everyone's still there? Give a wave. This is the nice part here to see, without any of the rocky outcrops, the Cies Islands, CIES. Beautiful archipelago there of 3 islands. It's part of the Atlantic Island Park. That's part of another few archipelagos here, the Ons and Cortegada, Salvador. Along all these bays, it's known as the Atlantic Islands Park. So we even do sailing trips out there too. Wow, spectacular views here today, everyone. Come right to here. I'll let you soak in these views. You won't be able to attend, that's okay. Thank you for doing this. Now, you got square dancing, oh, some exercise. Yeah, great. Well, you see how the rocky outcrop goes all the way along, and it gets right to the end where it's called, the end of the peninsula called Cabo Ome, Man's Cape. And that's the last point there, in a village called Donon. We actually did one up on top of a Celtic hill fort there. I don't know if any of you have attended that one, where you see all the views at sunset. And what we look up from that angle are these islands. We've got the islands. What are the islands' names, Tiernan?
Those are the Cies Islands.
Each island, the top one, what's it called?
It's 3 islands, Monteagudo, Faro, the middle island, and Martinho.
San Martin, yeah, look.
2 of them are connected by a long strip of sand, which is the Rhodes beach, the popular beach there.
And you see all those platforms there, everyone. Can everyone get a glimpse of that? Those are the bateas, B-A-T-E-S, bateas. Those are sustainable mussel bed farms. So there's ropes hanging down there, and each platform they're made of the eucalyptus wood. Ropes hang down about 12 meters, and there's about 500 of them on each platform. And in all these bays, there's about 3,800 in all the bays here of Galicia. So it's the protected geographical region of the mussels, known as the Misiones de Galicia. So that's something you got to try as well. Excellent mussels. Now, everyone get your last chrome postcards, or ever how you're doing it, your screenshots. And we're going to turn the screen around here, and we'll say our goodbyes. And whoever can click knock down to the next one, you'll see that there in YouTube or on our Facebook group. Don't forget to subscribe and the notifications for the next one. Let's turn this. And we're going to be doing quite a few even walks through nature. We're going to do part of the Camino de Santiago as well. We did Bayona there too. We're going to be doing that again. So we're going to get around Galicia and even parts of northern Portugal. Yeah, it's important, isn't it, to prioritize against, losing a whole trade, an artisan trade of all doing the crustaceans and fishing them the artisan way. Lose that just for mega yachts. No, it's a good decision that they did that here in Cangas. Now we'll see what they're going to have in store. So we hope you enjoyed our little test tour of Masso here in Cangas with these beautiful views of the islands behind us. You can see in the description there, if you click in, we've got our PayPal donations, or as well you can buy us a coffee or a vino, and that would be much appreciated. And just as well, follow us on it's EW Food Wanderers, that's the group.
Yeah, and look out for our next live streams coming up.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing on our website, we have a bunch of tours. You can look it up. It's eatandwalkabout.com. So there's enough of that, and we hope you enjoyed. And we will see you on the next live streaming tour with Tiernan, Sean, and Angie.
See you again.
Eat and walk about. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.